Okay. All right. So we are just 4 minutes late, and in this virtual mode of conferences and webinar, we often face technological glitches, and that we can understand. But anyway, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all of you. On behalf of Shree Shivaji Art Commerce Science College Rajura and Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Intellectual Property Management, Government of India, Nagpur, we have organized today an online workshop on intellectual property rights, patents, and design.
Hello, Shende sir. Hello. Shende sir. आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा। म्यूट हो गया शायद देखिए। म्यूट दिख
Is it okay, sir? Am I audible now?
sir.
Hello. Audible,
Hello.
visible, no?
Yes sir. Please continue.
Okay. We are really sorry for the technological glitches, and because of that, the delay caused for this webinar. But anyway, good afternoon and very warm welcome to all of you. On behalf of Sri Shivaji Art Commerce Science College Rajura and Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Intellectual Property Management, Government of India, Nagpur, an online webinar on intellectual property rights, patents, and design filing. So on this occasion, I welcome all the faculties, academicians, researchers from different institutions, from different states. Similarly, I also welcome teaching staff of our college and the students of our college who are connected through YouTube channel right now for this webinar. I heartily welcome today's speaker, Honorable Mrs. Pooja Maulikar Madam, Examiner of Patents and Design, Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Intellectual Property Management, Government of India, Nagpur. She will be addressing us on the topic of IPR during our. I welcome our Honorable Principal, Dr. S.M. Barkar, sir, who will chair this session. Similarly, I also welcome our Vice Principal, Dr. R.R. Kherani, sir, our IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Mallesh Reddy, all the faculties of our college. There are some 400 plus participants registered for this workshop. And let me tell you that they all are from different states and even from different type of institutions as well. We have some participants from other countries like Afghanistan and Nepal also. So once again, I welcome one and all who are connected right now for this workshop on intellectual property rights, patents and design filing. I must tell you that we have organized this workshop under National Intellectual Property Rights Mission. We strongly believe that it is really a mission to create awareness about IPR among all the intellectuals. To create awareness on IPR is really essential. I believe, especially in the among the people of higher educational institutions in India. It won't be exaggeration if I say that before 4 to 5 years, the term IPR was very unknown and unfamiliar, and it was unheard term for many people from academia, except those people who are working in the field of engineering or technology or medical science or even business management. They were quite familiar with the term IPR, but the people who were belonging to the domain of humanities and even social sciences, for them, this term IPR was very unfamiliar and very much unknown also. So knowledge of intellectual property rights is something which is related to everybody. Be it a simple research or researcher, a student or teacher, or anybody who designs or invents something new and wants to have rights of that particular thing with him or her. So what exactly is the meaning of intellectual property? Which things are covered and not covered under intellectual property? How can a person file patent and design? For how many years the inventor gets the rights of intellectual property? And what happens if there is any infringement or if there is any breach by somebody over your intellectual property? So these are some of the things, some of the questions that we need to know. And therefore, for understanding the entire phenomena of IPR, we have organized this workshop. I feel very happy to tell you that we have been organizing workshops on IPR continuously for last 3 years. Even in 2020 on 15th February, I think 2020, we had invited Pooja Maulikar Madam, and that was also a very successful and very good workshop. So I hope this present workshop will definitely enhance your knowledge about IPR, and will also help you in understanding the mechanism related with IPR. We are highly aware of the term property, as we often see boards and placards like property for sale or property to purchase like that. But jokes apart, we are not much conscious about the term intellectual property. And therefore, for creating awareness among the academicians and among the researchers and all other people, we have organized this workshop today. So without wasting time, I would like to request our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Mallesh Reddy, sir, to kindly introduce our today's speaker, Mrs. Pooja Maulikar Madam, and after that, we will directly start our session. So over to Dr. Mallesh Reddy, sir.
Thank you, sir. A very good afternoon to all. Respected dignitaries for today's workshop. Respected Principal Dr. Varkar, sir. Vice Principal Dr. Kherani, sir. All IQAC members, faculties, students, and participants from various colleges. We are fortunate to have Dr. Pooja Maulikar Madam as a resource person for today's workshop on IPR. I would like to give a brief introduction of this person. Dr. Pooja Maulikar Madam is working in Central Government Office under Patent Office, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and presently working as examiner of patent and designs. She is examining the national and international patent application from IPO Mumbai. She has done BTech in Industrial Biotechnology and ME in Biotechnological Engineering and Biochemistry. She also worked as faculty for various intellectual property training programs at Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Intellectual Property Management. She has been a part of various judicial, national and international training programs regarding IPR practices. She is also working as Central Public Information Officer at the same institute, Nagpur. Rajiv Gandhi National Institute Intellectual Property Management is only central government national IPR training institute in India. Previously, Madam also worked as Drawing and Disbursing Office at Rajiv Gandhi Institute, Nagpur. She also worked as faculty at the Department of Biotechnology, Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology, Bhopal, and Department of Food Technology, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Thank you very much, Madam, for accepting our invitation and for being with us as a resource person for today's workshop. Now, I would like to request Dr. Pooja Maulikar Madam to start the session. Over to Pooja Madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity for organizing a workshop, a series of workshop on this particular topic. Now, a lot of understanding is required in this particular, topic, and that is why multiple workshops are required to create awareness in a real sense. So, I would like to thank the organization for understanding the importance of the topic, for conducting workshop at multiple levels so that awareness, real sense awareness could be created. So first of all, let me thank the management for giving the opportunity to be present here virtually for this workshop. Now, this topic, we all know this topic is not new. We all are surrounded by IPs. It is a topic which not only involves personal growth development, but of course it has national importance as well. So when we utilize the resources which are in and around us, it is our ethical responsibility to get our work protected. Now we are not less somewhere. We do come up with IP related content on a regular basis, but because of lack of understanding, lack of awareness about what gets classified under which head of IP, probably people do not take the second step seriously. That is filing of their work at the rightful time so that protection can be availed. This will not only give you recognition, but of course it will help the country's socio-economic condition to be enhanced. It also affects the employment scenario around us, and people who are utilizing the product or the service which or the creation which you have done will be getting benefited. They'll get the benefit of using it as well. So everything is interlinked. There is a huge impact of you protecting your work, and that is why it is multiple time insisted that to give due recognition to the work which you are creating at the right moment, because when you do not meet the timeline later on, it becomes really difficult for you to protect your work. So it is really important to understand the importance of IPs at an early stage itself. Later, when you realize that sometime I have created something that probably does not give you a protection the way you actually aspire to have it. And that is why this topic is really important. It is really important to discuss it early in the academic setup as well, because students and faculties, in fact, people who are from academic background, do come up with a lot of creation. So rightful information is needed so that you can get the protection done. So you are literally surrounded by IPs throughout the day. The moment you get up till the time you hit your bed again, a lot of IPs are being utilized by us. This help people to witness a very good lifestyle. So directly, indirectly, we are utilizing IPs, we are creating IPs. So the awareness regarding what when and how is required regarding IPs, and that is why this workshop is being conducted. So let me welcome all the people who are present here, the principal, the HODs, the faculties, the participants, and all those who are present here, giving your valuable time to this topic. I welcome you all for this workshop where you're trying to upgrade your knowledge in the field of IPs. So let me share my screen first of all so that the presentation becomes visible and we can officially begin with the presentation. Yes. So the topic of the day is intellectual property rights, patents and design process required from academic perspective, and that is why we are going to discuss it in much more detailed manner comparatively, though of course we are going to have a look at other IPs as well. As already introduced, my name is Pooja Maulikar. I am working as an examiner of patents and designs at Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Intellectual Property Management. This is a training institute which is dedicated towards conducting training, organizing training regarding IPs. So in case you have any of the official concern, like you want to be a part of the workshops which we are conducting, you want to be a part of trainings which we are conducting, or you want to have any association, collaboration for any of your official concern, you may write to us officially at rgniipm.ipo@nic.in. We are officially available at the website ipindia.gov.in, wherein the intention is to let people know about IP related information in a very lucid manner, in a very accessible way. So next time you have any doubt, any concern, please visit to IP India's website to get more information. You may get in touch with us for any of your training related queries. So this particular workshop is conducted under NIIPM, which is our National IP Awareness Mission. This began last year to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and we have already reached more than 10 lakh people last year to creating awareness among them. We are continuing with this noble cause this year as well, so that we can come up with more awareness and more understanding among the general public regarding IPs. Now we have act and rules designed for particular IPs, but right now, as it is the early stage of awareness, we are not going to discuss any of them because this might create confusion. But of course, you have to refer to them whenever you gain enough knowledge about IPs, when you are about to go for filing of your work, etc. So you should be referring to them. This will give you a crisp idea about how you should proceed. Right now, we are not discussing them because the intention is to keep the topic, understandable enough, and the essence of the topic can be understood clearly. So we are available at social medias as well. The intention is to reach maximum number of people. So Facebook and Twitter are the platforms where we are available. We keep float the upcoming information about upcoming trainings, etc. here itself, and people can follow us through these handles so that they can know about our future endeavors, future activities. They can also spread the news among their other circles, because there are still people who do not know where exactly authentic training regarding IPs can be done. So you can help them recognize us, and our visibility can be increased. This is our official structure. We come under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, under which we have Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. This department has the Office of Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademarks. Popularly, we call it as Office of CGPDTM, under which there are various offices which are functioning. So we have Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Intellectual Property Management, which is located at Nagpur. This is our international level IPR training center. In the same campus, we have Patent Information System, which provides paid service to all the people who are looking for specific information related to their inventions. Next, we have 4 patents and design offices in our country. They are located at Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. So these offices are purely jurisdiction-based offices. If we divide our country's geographical identity into various geographical zones like East, West, North, South, you would see that we have placed one office in each zone. People residing in a particular zone have to file their patents and designs applications only in the office available in their zone. Regarding designs, it is particular to be mentioned here that every time, wherever you file your design application, but you'll always be getting the response from Design Office Kolkata, because Design Office is ideally functioning from Kolkata wing only. Next, we have trademark registries. These are located at 5 different locations, that is Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, and Ahmedabad. Geographical Indications Registry is located at Chennai. Semiconductor Integrated Circuit Layout Design Registry is located at Delhi. And at Delhi, we have Copyright Registry as well. So these are the pictorial views of our official buildings located at Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, and Kolkata. And this is the building of RGNIIPM Nagpur, from where this particular work is conducted. We have, this building located centrally in our country for easy access. This is the only Government of India institution wherein IP related trainings are being conducted. So we have a lot of trainings happening here. To meet the same, we have good classrooms here with all technical facilities. We have good computer labs for practical hands-on sessions to be conducted. Not only this, we also have developed good library wherein great IP related content is available. We take care of the reading and writing material. We also take care of the food, tea breaks during the public training program which are conducted offline in this building. So during this 10 to 6, we make sure that all the requirement of the public trainees is being met. Usually the trainings extend right from 1 hour to about 2 weeks of advanced level trainings are conducted. In between, various combinations like 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, and 2 weeks training are being conducted. Any individual can appropriately choose the duration as per their suitability and need. We have also are having various associations and collaborations with international bodies for training to be conducted for our internal officers as well as for the general public. Hello? Can we talk after an hour, ma'am? I'm already in a workshop. After an hour, ma'am. So we have various association collaboration for international trainings for our internal officers to keep them updated with latest happenings of IPs. Apart from this, we also have international program for the general public as well. So the famous one is WIPO India Summer School. WIPO stands for World Intellectual Property Organization. They conduct summer school with some of the countries, and India is fortunate to be one of them. So annually once we have WIPO India Summer School as well. So after meeting the basic requirement of the training, any individual can become a part of the training and they can do this international training program. This is our official website. I highly suggest you to jot this down because next time you face any difficulty, you have any doubt, concern regarding IPs, you should be able to get the rightful information, for which you'll have to visit IP India's official website, that is ipindia.gov.in. So we have the front page like this, wherein different tabs have been provided for different IPs like patents, designs, trademarks, GIs, RGNIIPM, etc. So if you look at it carefully, we have provided a drop-down column. When you take the cursor therein, you find further information like quick information, forms, fees, and frequently asked questions, etc. We have provided e-filing facility also, so so that at your ease you may conduct search. Public search platform is also provided so that you can be really sure about your protectability of your work before you go for filing. So to compare it with prior public knowledge, public search platform is being provided. Acts and rules are readily available for quick information so that you do not find any difficulty in drafting, filing, and all the procedures can be clear to you through the acts and rules. Manuals and guidelines are also provided. They give you enough information about, regarding particular domain, how exactly should you be filing, what are the guidelines. They are being made clear through the resources. Publication in the form of journals, annual reports, newsletters are also available. They help people to understand the official structure in a better manner, and they can get the more information about office and working pattern and latest happenings, etc. External link to other offices are also provided. We keep the website really updated with all the news, updates, tenders, notices, upcoming events, information is also provided readily so that you can directly go through the same and can understand the you know procedure of enrolling for the upcoming training. So upcoming training related information is normally made available in the event section, or you can visit RGNIIPM's page to find further information on public training programs. Every year we celebrate World IP Day on April 26. This year the theme is IP and Youth, Innovating for a Better Future. So better future is directly associated with IPs and youth when they go hand in hand. So this particular century is focusing on knowledge. So we need to be really, paying attention towards creation and processing of knowledge, because it is seen that a nation's ability to translate their knowledge into wealth can help them to achieve social goodness through IPs. Now, when we aim to have national growth and development, education system is believed to be the most influential system for the same. Wherein standards and methods, if adapted at the school level, higher education level, at an appropriate level itself, we can come up with skill improvement. This eventually reflects into the national growth. So when students protect their work under IPs, it safeguards their creation from getting copied and utilized unnecessarily without prior permission. It adds value to the profile, differentiates them from the mob, and it also helps people to come up with competitive edge getting established. Now, all this helps them to have further growth in their life, like if they want to do further studies, or they want to pursue their career, or they want to become young business owner. It helps them a lot. Now, revenue is getting generated at the end of commercialization of the work, which is an added benefit. Schools, colleges, where they protect their work under IPs, it helps them to have a collaboration with other institutions for greater project to be taken up, for exchange of resources, for internship opportunities, and many more developments could be done. Industry academia relationship could also be developed. Academic setup has a lot of resources in the form of library, laboratories, experienced faculties. All these can combine together to solve a real-time industrial problem. And revenue which gets generated is a further motivation to people who are involved therein. So coming back to our topic, which is intellectual property, it has two individual terms in it, intellectual as well as property. So property obviously means something which is tangible in nature. Whenever we hear the term property, what instantly comes to our mind is something which is tangible. All the things which we can touch, feel, see, evaluate in terms of something valuable normally gets classified under tangible properties. Now, these can be movable or immovable. Movable, as the name suggests, they can be located from one location to other, like vehicle, gold, investment. Immovable, as the name is suggesting, your house, flat, farm, etc. are considered as immovable property. On the other hand, we have another head of property as well, This is intangible in nature. Now, as the name suggests, which literally means that anything which cannot be measured in any of the parameter. These are intellectual in nature because they are coming out of a human brain. Now, brain is having a very beautiful capacity of thinking. It can help people to utilize their knowledge, expertise, experiences, and the conditioning which is done on the brain to be combined together to come up with certain ideas. These ideas cannot be touched, cannot be felt, cannot be evaluated, nor can you say how far it will help you in generating revenue, etc. So these ideas will eventually contribute towards creation of any product, process, services, devices, designs, artistic aesthetic creations, etc. But ideas are not enough. They are to be provided with further resources like time, energy, efficiency, labor, etc. so that you can bring it into the final form. And finally, it will help you in, the final creation based on the output, like what was the characteristics of the output. You may come up with IP protection and it will fetch you certain rights. These rights are exclusive in nature, that is, you can stop others from making and selling it once you get the right for the same. And you have to understand that these are purely territorial rights, that is the country where you file for it. Only there, when you get the grant, you can enjoy the benefit. In case you want protection in multiple countries, you should ideally be filing the work in those countries, follow their norms, and then get the protection. If granted, you may you may enjoy the benefits therein. Now, these are licensable rights as well. So there are various benefits of giving or getting a license. It's a win-win situation for the licensor, licensee, for the public. Everybody enjoys the benefit. So let's have a look at different types of IPs. We'll begin with patents, which is all about the exclusive right given by Government of India to the person who files for it. For a period of 20 years from the date of filing, the right is given in lieu of full disclosure of the invention. And these are purely territorial rights. They are not worldwide right, global right, or international right. So you need to remember this. Now, to make you comfortable with patents, I'm quoting few simple examples from our day-to-day life. I hope all of you would have seen this. Paperclip is one such example which all of us would have used. So without piercing or poking papers, if you want to keep them together, paperclip is one good solution. Ballpoint pen is being utilized by us irrespective of our age or professional background. So there are various versions of pen which we have utilized. Quill dipped in ink was the concept of writing, and even before that, scribbling with stone on some substrate was the concept of writing. Slowly and gradually, we did come up with various versions of pen like ink pen, fountain pen, ballpoint pen, gel pen. First ballpoint pen was invented by John Locke in the year 1888. Bluetooth is a wireless technology. It was invented by Jap Hardson. And it is an option for data transfer. So electric light bulb is probably one of the most famous patented invention known to mankind. It was invented by Thomas Alva Edison in the year 1878. And telephone, whose smartest version is already there in our hands, was first invented and patented by Alexander Graham Bell in the year 1876. Now, every invention is the output of a need or desire. So, he was inspired by his hearing impaired mother and wife, and to provide a good communication device to the world, he has come up with this particular device. Prathamesh, who is an Indian national, is visually impaired, was facing difficulty in learning during pandemic, and hence he has come up with this smart brain learning device. Do have clarity between invention and discovery. Discovery is all about natural things like any new thing or new property of a known material or article normally gets classified under discovery, wherein no technical effect is involved. So any new species, any new scientific fact like gravity, new place is being discovered is considered under discovery. Discoveries are not patentable. On the other hand, inventions, which is all about any product or process which is entirely new, they are man-made products. So either the product is new or product or process is new, or they are improved. That is, it has either technical advancement or economic significance, or and at the same time it should not have obviousness. So it should not be obvious to people who are having enough knowledge about the domain. It should have industrial applicability as well. So it is suggested that we do not disclose the work in the public domain before we go for patent filing. So publication, usage is normally not advisable before you file your work under patents. And you should be really sure about completion of your work before you file your patent application. Second most important thing is that you should be always conducting a search to find out what is known before, so that you can file the difference between what was known and what you have created, for which you will be getting protection. So there are different free patent search sites. They can be utilized by the general public. IP India has its own public search platform. This could be utilized. Google has patent, Google Patents, Google Scholar. This is also freely available. Anybody can use it without any payment to be done for the same. Not only this, we have other IP offices like European Patent Office, United States Patent and Trademark Office, Japanese Patent Office, and other offices which are freely providing their databases. WIPO, which I have already quoted, is having a search engine named as Patent Scope. This is also free of cost. This can be utilized again. Now, for filing patents and design application in India, we have 4 categories. One is natural person category, wherein individually or in group people may go for filing. Second is any entity which is legally established, like a company, institute, R&D center, organization, anything which is legally established can file herein. All the small entities like small, micro or medium enterprises can file under small entity, and startups are also allowed. So as per your jurisdiction, you should be filing your application, and patent specification is similar to any project report. So you have to give a suitable title to your invention. You have to discuss aims and objectives of the invention, discuss about the technical field, talk about the background art. So what was known before, what wasn't known, what made you, what has made you come up with this invention, so what motivated you to come up with this invention, etc., to be discussed herein. Now you will start disclosing your work right from the material, the source of material, the from where exactly you got the material, etc. Then you'll discuss what is the experimental procedure, methods, result, analysis, drawing, abstract, summary. Everything will be common to any project report. But then here in patent specification, along with this, you have to justify your invention's industrial applicability. And not only this, closing statement is also to be justified here. So closing statements would be claims, which will be single statement regarding the invention for which you are seeking protection. Now there are 30 forms in our office, but then in the patent office, but then the basic ones are discussed here and the important ones as well. So the basic 5 forms are required for filing. These are minimum requirement of patent filing and evaluation. So first is form number 1, which comes on as the application form, which will have basic details of the applicant, inventor, invention as such. So you have to fill in this form. Complete specification will come on form number 2. Foreign filing details statement is to be written on form number 3. This is to be given in every 6 months even if there is no filing in other country. Then we have declaration to inventorship, which is to be given on form number 5, and you have to request for examination on form number 18. Now, form number 18 can be filed at a later stage also, up to 48 months. You may file the work, but sooner you file it, sooner it appears into the examination module. Expedite examination can also be availed through form number 18A. Now, in case the applicant is startup, MSME or institute, to justify their status, they have to give the proof on form number 28, and early publication can also be availed. Now, every application gets published after 18 months. In case you want to save these 18 months, you may request for early publication through form number 9. Ideally, filing can be done individually also, like on their own as well. But in case you want to appoint a registered patent agent, you can do so by giving power of attorney to that particular agent on form number 26. You can avail the assistance of that patent agent. Now, basic online filing fees for form number 1 for natural persons, startups, MSMEs, and for institute is 1600 rupees. For others, it is 8000 rupees. Form number 2 is free within the permitted limit, which is 30 pages, and within that, maximum 10 claims are allowed. But the moment you exceed the permitted limit, it is chargeable as per your category. Hard copy filing would cost you additional approximate 10% fees over the online filing fees. Now, form number 18 would cost you 20,000 rupees for others category, and for rest it is 4,000 rupees. Expedite examination is permitted to certain categories, that is SME, startup, government organization, PCT application filed in India and assigning India as ISA, natural person category wherein one of the applicant is female, etc. Early publication would help you to get the application published within a month. Now, for filing, either physical or electronic filing can be done. For physical filing, either you can go to the office counter directly, or you can send your application through Indian Postal Service. For e-filing, you require either class 2 or class 3 digital signature, and for otherwise you require e-signature. So you have to create a login ID, password at IP India's website, fill in all the forms, and finally you have to digitally sign the application or sign through e-extraction, make payment, and your application gets submitted. So once the application is submitted, it is digitalized if filed in hard copy. Otherwise, there is no need of digitalization. Every application is screened and classified, and after that, it is published after 18 months. You may request for examination within 48 months, but sooner you file it, immediately after publication, it is considered for evaluation. So it is allotted for formal and technical evaluation, and you get the first examination report to which you have to reply within 6 months. You may expect the second examination report or a hearing before the grant or refusal. So eventually, when you get the grant, the certificate looks like this, wherein the basic details of the application which is granted is displayed. So this is next type of IP. It is designs. Design is all about the outer configuration of the product, like shape, configuration, pattern, ornamentation, composition of lines, colors, combinations, applied in 2D, 3D, or in both the forms. So the basic purpose of design is to beautify the product, attract customers. It makes the product look appealable to eye. So the term of protection is 10 years, and it can be extended for 5 more years. So all the unique design which you can see on your screen is protectable through design registration. These are some of the examples of registered designs. So every product has the scope of getting beautified. So it is applicable on every damn product, right? From the comb which you use till the footwear which you are using, from the brush which you pick early in the morning till the alarm clock which you set for the next day. Every product has the capability of getting beautified. It is not restricted to textile and jewelry alone, but it has relevance in other domains as well. It is also seen that small business owners and startups are utilizing design either to beautify the product or for packaging or for other purposes so that they can get established in the market. For design registration, what you need to remember is that your design should be distinguishable. It should not be contrary to public order or morality and should not have any prejudice to security of India. So we have 32 classes in design office. Based on the nature and function of the article, you have to choose one of the class under which you can file your application. But in case you feel that multiple classes you need the protection, you may request for the same, but then individual set of fees would be applicable. So form number 1 is supposed to be filled giving basic details of the applicant, article, class number, etc. And since it is all about the design, the views of the unique design is to be submitted. So all the designs all the images of the design like top view, bottom view, side view, back view, etc. are to be submitted. And the fees for natural persons, startups, MSMEs for online filing is 1,000 rupees. For others it is 4,000 rupees. Form number 1 is really easy to be filled. It is self-explanatory. And this is the sample as to how the representation sheet is to be submitted. And you need to remember that the quality of the image should be very good enough. It should be clear, background should be clear enough, and it should not be a faded image. In one single application, single design should be filed. Set of articles may have same design, but variation in the set is not allowed, wherein unique the product should have all the specifications same as for both the units or for all the units in that particular set. Depiction of living or dead person is also not allowed as design. Trademarkable, copyrightable content is not registrable under design. And non-registrable designs include certificates, postcards, stamps, greeting cards, maps, cartoons, etc. So next type of IP is trademark, which people normally refer to it as brand name, which is all about the visual symbol in the form of word, name, symbol, brand, numerical, combination of colors, etc. to indicate the source of the good, to distinguish your product from rest of the products available in the market. So if you find R encircled in front of the trademark, it means it is a registered mark. Once registered, it is valid for 10 years and can be renewed in every 10 years. There are different types of trademarks also known in India. Some of them are word mark, pictorial mark, letter mark, combination mark, logos, etc. There are different Indian trademarks and brands as well which are doing really good in the market, like Tata's, Indian Oil, Kirloskar, Hindustan Motors, etc. For trademarks, you have to fill registration or application for registration of trademark, that is TMA, and the fees is 4,500 for online filing for sole proprietor and for MSMEs, and for rest it is 9,000 rupees. Next is geographical indication. This is all about the place name which becomes famous with respect to originality, quality, reputation, etc. of a product made or grown there. So uniqueness is contributed either by the skilled artisan or because of the environmental and soil condition or climatic condition of that particular location. So products like Darjeeling tea, Kanjivaram silk saree, Kolhapuri chappal, Nagpuri oranges, etc. are famous from this particular perspective. But this is not an individual right, this is an organization based right. People involved in making or growing of such product will form an organization and they are allowed to file a GI application. So term of protection is initially 10 years and it can be extended in every 10 years. Further examples of GIs could be basmati rice, Alfonso mango, Bikaneri bhujia, Tirupati laddu, etc. Copyright is all about literary, artistic, aesthetic, cinematographic, software-related content, wherein life of the author plus 60 years is the term period for protection of copyrights, wherein unauthorized copying and reproduction could be stopped. So it is applicable on books, movies, music, painting, software, etc. Nowadays, different form of art is also coming up, wherein intensity behind the piece of work is getting enhanced through various features. So to summarize, we have different IPs and all of them are different from each other. Patent is given for any technology like product, process, device, composition, and this is given for a period of 20 years. Design is given to beautify the product to attract customers. This is given maximum for a period of 15 years. Copyrights is for artistic, aesthetic, cinematographic, and software related content, wherein life of the author plus 60 years is the time period for protection of copyright. Trademark and GI has the same period of protection, that is 10 years initially and can be renewed in every 10 years. Trademark is given for logos, brand names, etc. and GIs is regarding place name. But the beauty is that whichever product you pick, you might find different combination of IPs in single product. So if you take the example of camera system, the automatic exposure control mechanism is an example of patented technology. When it was granted, it was valid for a period of 20 years from the date of filing. The name under which it is sold, here it is Canon, is an example of trademark. So once it is registered under trademarks, it is valid for 10 years initially and can be renewed in every 10 years. Next is design, which is all about the outer configuration of the product, the shape, configuration, color, finishing, orientation of tabs, everything gets considered under the same. So, and the website of Canon, the not only this, the user manual, booklet, catalog, which you get with newly purchased camera system, is example of copyrightable content. So in a broader sense, constructional feature, if it satisfies the patentability criteria, can be considered as patent right. The external look can be registered under designs. The name under which it is being sold can be registered under trademarks. If integrated circuit is involved in the inside make of any product, those can be registered under semiconductor integrated circuit layout design, and user manual, catalog, booklet can be registered under copyright. We have one more concept, that is trade secret. As the name suggests, for trading, if you can keep something secret enough to do good in the market, that can be developed as your trade secret, like a unique ingredient, formulation, or composition, or process of making something, a particular step in business, particular process in business. If you feel that can be kept secret and that will help you to get established in the market, can be developed as a trade secret. This need not be registered anywhere. So, like example, formulation of coke can be a trade secret. So this is all about IPs, where exactly it has relevance, and as you can see that it has relevance to every damn product which we are using already, and we are already surrounded by these products. So this is all about the basics of IPs. Now further, in case you want to contact us, you may write to us officially at rgniipm.ipo@nic.in, and we are officially available at the website ipindia.gov.in. So thank you so much for your patient listening and for paying attention to the topic. Now, in case you are having any doubt, any concern, any questions, you may please put your question in the chat box, or you may ask your question directly by unmuting yourself. Secondly, I would like to share the feedback link also. Herein, you need to remember that whatever details you fill in, once you feed in there, the same will be reflected in your certificates. Once the certificate is issued, I cannot make any changes. So it is my humble request to please fill the details very carefully so that we do not face any difficulty at a later stage. So yes, thank you so much for your time and your patience. Please ask your questions in case you have any.
Anybody has any questions? Do you have any queries, questions, doubts related with that topic of intellectual property rights or the subtopics which that madam presented during her presentation? So you may ask madam directly. I think the entire presentation was very satisfactory and very good enough that there are no more questions because everything you explained in a very systematic manner. So thank you so much, madam. It was a really very informative, interesting and very extensive presentation covering each and everything. What, how, when and where of that IPR. You talked about different types of intellectual properties, even difference between the discovery and invention. And then what are the documents required for filing patents, fees required. Then you also discussed on that design what are the requirements for design application, which designs are registrable and which are non-registrable design. And then you during your presentation you also talked about the trademark and GI and even the trade secret. So I think it was really informative and very interesting session, and the participants must have got very good knowledge about this IPR, and there are no more questions right now. So we have our principal, Honorable Dr. Rajiv sir with us as the chairman of this session. So may I request our principal to present presidential remarks. Dr. Varkar sir?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please proceed.
Good afternoon, one and all. Sri Shivaji Mahavidyalaya Rajura, our IQAC team coordinator, Dr. Mallesh Reddy, Dr. Sanjay Chende sir, Dr. Chetna Bongade madam, and the resource person that we invited today is Mrs. Pooja Mavlikar madam, examiner of patents and design, Rajiv Gandhi, National Institute of Intellectual Property Management, Nagpur. All the teaching staff members of our college, participants who have participated from different area of our country and from other countries also. At the outset, I will welcome all the participants and I congratulate the research Mavlikar madam. Really, all the concepts about patent and designs and why it is important, what are the objectives of filing the patent, filing application, etc. is given in detail by today's resource person. Why it is needed to protect our work or our creation. When we create something, it gives us pleasure and pain also while creation. And after creation, it should not be taken by somebody else without any difficult work. That's why this is very important to protect our work, to protect our right also. Many IPs, intellectual properties, are surrounded by us. Some are natural and some are invented by the people, by their hard work. And the design, trademarks, many things is given in detail by Pooja ma'am, and how their institute is organizing 1-day workshop, 2 days or 7 days training is also given, and their library, their website information is given in detail. Then academicians, not only for the scientists or industrialists, but even the common people also avail the benefit of this National Institute. Publications are also made available on the website, and the things which are necessary for the common people to understand what is IPR and which things are needed to file the application is given in detail. Intellectual Property Right Day that we celebrate on the 26th of April, that is also mentioned in detail. And we all know the present era is the era of knowledge. And through the website, Google Gurus or Google platform, too much information is provided to lot of people. If the teacher is not available, Google Guru is also available to clear the doubts of the people, doubts of common people, and even for the students also from rural to the urban area. Projects for intercollegiate situations are industry academia interaction, that is some doubt having in the mind of the people, that is also cleared by our resource person. Tangible or intangible intellectual property rights concept is made clear by our resource person. Territorial rights, rights of other countries, and how we can understand what are the rights of other countries about the patents. That is also made available on the website of what today Madam has discussed with us. Not only one, two, but many things like electric bulb, telephone, ballpoint pen, discovery, or the difference between discovery and invention, that is also cleared in detail by our resource person. Many aspects have been discussed: comb, clock, brush, purse, scissors, shoes, jewelry, logo. Not only that, but the eatables, Tirupati Laddu is also mentioned, and what is the secret of the trade secret, how it is maintained in this intellectual property rights. Many things has been discussed by Pooja ma'am. Before this today's workshop, Madam has also discussed in detail and has given ample time for our college for organizing this intellectual property right workshop. Today also Madam discussed in detail and has spent more than 1.5 hours. I am very much thankful to the resource person and thankful to our IQAC team also. Through this workshop, I hope all the participants would have cleared their idea about how to file the application and which documents are necessary for filing. All the concepts and concepts are clear and doubts are also now clear. Definitely this workshop will be very fruitful. Later also the Madam will help us in organizing such innovative concepts or IPR. I congratulate our IQAC team and Madam for helping us in the success of this today's workshop. I thank you all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for your motivation, support, and cooperation for organizing any kind of academic activities in our campus. It was really good. So I would like to now just request our hello. Anybody wants to say something? Yeah. So we are moving towards the end of the program, that is vote of thanks. So we have our head of the mathematics department, Dr. Chetana Pongade Madam. So I would like to request her to propose vote of thanks. Over to Pongade Madam.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to one and all. Thank you for being with us. Our valuable thanks to Honorable Chairperson of this workshop, Dr. S.M. Warkad sir, Principal of Shree Shivaji Arts, Commerce and Science College, Rajura, for his encouragement, valuable support and guidance. On behalf of the organizers, IQAC Shivaji College, Rajura, and the Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Intellectual Property Management, Government of India, Nagpur, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our speaker, Honorable Mrs. Pooja Maulikar Ma'am, Examiner of Patents and Design Filing, for accepting our invitation and for the knowledgeable information, Madam. Thank you once again, Madam. My sincerely thanks to Dr. Kherari sir, Vice Principal, Shree Shivaji College, Rajura, for their support. I am thankful to Dr. Shende sir for nicely conducting this workshop. I take the opportunity to thank all the participants of various colleges and all the faculties and the students of our college and all the people who have made it success. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you. All the participants, they are requested to kindly fill out that feedback form. The link of that feedback form, madam has shared there. And unless and until you fill out that feedback form, you will not get certificate. So thank you so much. Thank you, Maulikar madam. Thank you each and everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much to all who are present here for your cooperation, and a special thank to the organization, to the coordinators for making this particular workshop really possible. So I wish you all a very happy IP experience in future. Thank you so much for joining us today. And please fill the back form.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Of the certificates. Thank you all.